Okay, what's up, everybody, and welcome to the pilot of my first podcast. Today we're about to be trying some shit with Mason, my good friend, obviously. If you guys were hopefully watching on some other platform other than YouTube, you'll be hearing the fully unedited version of this. So today I'm about to just have Mason. We're just about to ask him some questions, dig into him a little bit, see what's going on. What up, bro?
What's up? How's it going? How's
Uh,
everything? How's it kicking?
Good, bro. How are you doing on this whole Corona shit? This is like, hey,
This cr-
perfect time to start this shit, obviously.
Bro, the corona. This is the perfect time to start this. I haven't told you this yet, but like I've been wanting to be on a podcast for a long time. Just because I don't know. I feel like I got things to say, right? Like I've been wanting to be on a podcast for a long time. So this is kind of cool that you're doing it. I had no clue,
Yeah.
and I thought of that. But this corona shit, bro, it's been a whole journey because I
Oh
can't
yeah.
get any of my work
You
done,
can't do
and
any
so
of
it's
your
kind of
work.
like
Yeah.
that's the main thing, bro. Because that's what I need to be happy, bro. Like that's what keeps me going is me working. I can't do anything right now, so I'm just trying to find other ways around it, get other things done first, you know.
Yeah. If you guys don't know, Mason's been kicking ass on some music videos. Obviously, all of his links and shit will be down below. He's rocking a really good brand for himself, man. It's this insane at these music video edits. It's pretty dope. So, kicking it off with, we can go with the music shit. Uh, for being in your music business for about 5 months, and working on the projects for almost about double that time. You work on a project for about 2 months. You tell me all that shit all the time.
Hmm.
In the 6 projects that you've made so far on your channel, what are your top 3 from least to greatest?
The ones on my channel,
Yeah.
or just the one. Okay, okay. From my personal favorite to my least favorite for the top three. Ah, okay, okay. Dang. So that the ones on my channel specifically, like those six, I think it's split in half, like three I like and three I dislike.
All right.
And but number one, actually, I should start with the least, my least favorite.
Yeah,
Damn, I
you
don't
can do
even
3, 2, 1, bro.
what I don't even like. Okay, okay, okay. I think the first one on my channel, the one by Keon, changing moods, that one. Uh, that wait, is it like wait? So this top three, so it's
Yeah.
like not the worst,
We
or
can
like
we
starting
can do
from like
like do 3 is the worst, second is the okay, and then first is like your all time
my
favorite.
favorite. Okay, bet. Number three, the worst one is probably the one with Keon, honestly.
Okay.
Or the one with the one with OTFP. That one was really bad, and it
Yeah.
was bad because just like the experience with the dude was like not as like it wasn't like genuine. It was like I
Like
was
it
there
wasn't
for a
the vibe.
mission.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dude was quiet most of the time. He was like, "All right, let's just knock it out,"
Yeah.
and we
Yeah.
shot it. We shot it in front of a hotel. It was just me, by the way. I drove my car like 20, 30 minutes down at Fort Worth. Really sketchy. I do not recommend that. All right, especially if you're young and you have expensive equipment gear on you. I do not recommend that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the dude, he was chill, but like he just didn't talk much, and there wasn't like much communication.
All
You want
right.
a story real quick from
Sure,
that
bro.
one?
Hit me with it, bro.
So I'm with the dude, right? And we did the first scenes in my car in front of the hotel like parking lot, right?
Uh huh.
Uh, First of all, he had no plan on what he was doing, so I should have like come up with like whatever I could do.
Yeah.
And so we get up to his hotel, right? And the person he was with, so the dude he had a gun on him. There was no ammo in it, but the dude had a gun on him. And then the person he was with, like was asleep, and he didn't know he
Uh
like took his gun. So he took his gun while he was sleeping, went down and shot. And then we came up back to the hotel, right?
huh. Yeah.
In the room, and the dude freaked out on him. And I'm just there with my camera, like just like.
Like, what do you do? Yeah. Damn. Well,
And then the dude who was just yelling, he looked back at me. He said, "Don't worry, bro. Nothing's gonna happen." I was like, "I wasn't think shit's gonna happen until you said that."
yeah. Really.
So that whole experience was sketchy. And the honestly, if he sees this, then I'm kind of screwed because he probably won't want to work with me again.
No, you're good,
But
bro. It's
no,
pretty
dude was
honest.
chill. Yeah. So that one is like my least favorite. Like that one
Yeah.
was like even the video wise wasn't that good. Like that one was not that good at all.
All right.
In the middle, oh fuck, what is? Okay, in the middle, this one I actually like. All right,
All right.
G Fazos by my friend Joey Lil J on the way. All right,
All right.
G Fazos. That video, was okay.
Okay.
And I liked it so much because I didn't drown it with like a bunch of like, you know, effects and stuff, and it was kind of more
Yeah,
natural,
it was
but
just
it was like
genuine.
really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was my first time using different shots too, because before that they were all like medium shots, medium shots. This
Uh-huh.
one I used close up shots and medium, so you know I was getting pretty crazy. But my favorite one that I have on my channel, like as of now,
Yeah.
is 963 Part 2 by Lil J on the Way by
Yeah.
Joey. That one was just I like that one so much because mainly the whole intro part of it and the whole theme of the video. Like
Okay.
the theme of the video, what I did was I just screenshot parts of the video and I would like draw on them in like Photoshop and then add them
Uh-huh.
back in. And it was just like the perfect way, like with the visuals. And then we even had a shot where we had him like hold the camera and we kind of like warped it where it was like zoomed out, like he was like fucked up on something,
Uh-huh.
and then we like made it green, and it just looked really good in the video. And those visuals are probably some of my best, and so that's why I like that one's my favorite on my channel.
All right,
Like,
man.
by
Yeah, you really fuck with Joey a lot. That's like your main guy. I see. You
yeah,
fuck with him a lot. That's good shit. I know
Joey's a homie.
when we were it was me and a couple of the guys like Phelan. When we first saw your first video, we were like, oh shit, like this is actually like it wasn't. Obviously now all the other ones are like better, but to us then and to you it was like, oh fuck, like this is dope shit. Like you're actually about to
Yeah,
keep going with this shit. It was dope.
yeah.
Oh shit. So what else I can get into here is obviously I know this, but maybe some other people don't. When you were like you were just really wanting to do this, but you weren't. You're like one of your main inspirations was the early works of Cole Bennett, obviously.
Of
Uh,
course.
would you say like now your style has like changed, or have you still like grown off of Cole, or have you just like completely went a different way? Like you're doing what you want to do, or do you still like think of ideas from Cole's videos? Because obviously in the beginning they were kind of similar, but now it's like you're a whole different vibe from Cole. You got the old style videos and stuff. Like,
Yeah,
would you say you're like the same type, or do you still like feed off of Cole?
I think it's a little bit of both, honestly. I've moved away because I think a lot of like videographers, like inspiration at first, especially if you do music videos, is
Uh,
Cole Bennett because you
yeah,
know he has the top music videos. He's all like
he's just
self-made. He's
crazy
just a
lyrical
genuine
and good.
person.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. The brand's huge, and he's like branched out so much with no like with clothing and actual like lemonade breath with actual like lemonade
yeah,
beverages.
yeah.
Like no one's ever done anything like that, you know.
No,
And
it's
he's like
crazy.
doing collabs with Jordan, so like it's easy to get inspired from him, especially starting out. And I feel like everyone does, right?
Mhm.
So I mean, you can tell that a lot of like if I do any like visual effects, like the scribble effects, you know, was popularized by Cole. A
Uh,
bunch of like the drawing effects I was just talking about. Cole inspired that too a little bit with someone else too. Um, so I feel like I was more into like Cole Bennett specifically, and but now I've kind of like I've been in the game for like almost a year now, right? And
yeah,
so I kind of seen a bunch of other like um, underground like talented creative people making videos too,
yeah.
and their stuff inspires me too. And so it's
Okay.
like I'm moving away from Cole, but then again I'm still taking inspiration on how he did things with his business and like his clothing and like his collabs in general. And
Yeah.
the way that makes Cole Bennett stand out is he did things untraditionally. Like most music video producers, right? They have a budget, like for big artists. For big
Mhm.
artists, they have a budget, and then they they do the budget. Like the actual person who makes a video doesn't get much credit for it, right?
Yeah.
They use the budget, they get paid from that. They don't really get much like attention or anything,
Mhm.
and that's that. Cole Bennett, what he does is he like establishes his relationship with the artist, and he may not necessarily have a budget for every video or get paid for every video, but because of his like YouTube, like how he owns his YouTube channel instead of it not going up on the artist, he does that. His clothing, his beverages, everything else just kind of pays, like it pays him. So he's more focused on establishing the visuals instead of worrying about money and those costs, like cost efficiency to get away, you know?
Yeah.
And so that's one thing like I really like look at and notice because no one else has really done that until him, and it shows because of his improvement. But like I think of this a lot recently with the name that I have, Syrup Studios.
Yeah.
I've gone through multiple name ideas. I've gone through Maple Media, Syrup Studios. Like I've gone through a lot, and that's the one I chose with.
Yeah.
And it didn't really like I didn't really notice it, but it's kind of like copying Cole Bennett. You know, we both have like food beverage related names, and they're both alliteration, is that what it's called when it starts with the same letter? We both have that, and so like right now I'm trying to strive away from how he does things, as you know, Cole Bennett, he's his own person, right? He's done things like his own way. There's already a Cole Bennett. There doesn't need to be another one, you know. So I'm trying to do things different, and I have other plans and visions in mind to do that, you know.
All right, but so like you're saying, as of now, even though you know Cole was the obvious inspiration, but like who you really vibing and like feeling your videos off of right now? Like who's like your one go-to producer guy?
My main inspiration right now.
Yeah.
Lone Wolf was a big one, but that one was more for his style of effects and stuff. And I've told you this personally, like I'm trying to move away from effects and do more storytelling things. So right now, probably my biggest inspiration is Nicholas Jandora. He's done videos for like Low Skies, 24K Golden. He just did the Roxanne video or the Roxanne song.
Yeah.
He did the video for that, and he's good at like emulating like stories with his videos, and so like it, has like a meaning throughout all of it. And I remember seeing him back when Skies first blew up. He wasn't that good at making videos, but like now he's like professional, and he's one of the top that I think at the moment.
But all right, that's dope. Obviously you're killing it. You're like making shit all the time, bro. Constantly telling me you're in your room and making shit. But like, just getting away from your music. Obviously, it is clearly for anybody who's watched both of us for the past couple years or months. Obviously know that we're both very similar, and we're always talking to each other about the channels and shit. But like, how has it really kind of affected you with your like vlogs and just your YouTube creating, other than just your like actual business side of shit?
It flipped a whole 180, right? And it's something that is kind of like a double-edged sword. It's like a good thing and a bad thing. Because, like, we both know we've both been making YouTube videos since we were like 10 or 9, or we've both been like doing this for a long time, right? Yeah. And like we may not have like the most exponential growth or whatever. And so it kind of like gets demotivating at times. And like we both can relate on that. It gets demotivating, right?
Yeah, facts.
And music videos is like something I wanted to do for a while, but just didn't really know anyone or have the connections to do it. And then finally I got the connections to do it. And now that I'm more into it now, and I like know like the whole community behind it, I kind of just want to go full with that. Because like YouTube, I've been making YouTube videos for almost 7 years now, right?
Yeah.
And so it's fucking crazy, 7 years of my life making YouTube videos.
Yeah, it's dope, bro.
Yeah, and I've seen like the website like not get better. It's been saturated more and more. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's like not how it used to be.
More proofed. Yeah, that's
exactly.
It definitely condenses our creative abilities a little bit. Honestly,
exactly.
Especially with me, and I know for you too.
So. Yeah. Like now we have to like censor ourselves on what we say and stuff, and And so like this is like the first time in 7 years that I've had like a main objective and goal that I want to do, and I want to like do the best at it. So when I took my break, I wasn't too sure how far I was going to be or in what time, like what was going to happen. Turns out it's a lot harder than I actually thought.
Yeah.
And so I ended up taking a much longer break, but it's really necessary because it kind of like refreshes my brain a little bit about YouTube. And if I do come back, I'll come back for the right reasons, and I'll come back not with these like not it's easy to get consumed by views and subscribers and things like that. So if I come back, it's going to be way different than how it was before, And so like overall my personal YouTube channel blew up right as I took a break, which how ironic is that? It took off right as I took a break. And so now I'm just seeing my numbers grow while I'm not doing anything. So it's really weird like how that works. I've never experienced anything like it. And then like my necessarily my brand hasn't grown as much as it. So it's like really weird how that works. But right now, my main focus is my brand and my music videos, and I'm trying to get everything established first,
Yeah.
and have like a foolproof plan on like what I'm doing and actually get it out there before I come back to YouTube.
Yeah, to get you're building a base on the new objective, so when it's built, you can go back to your old base and keep focusing, and then just equal them both out. So
Yeah.
That was good that you brought up your whole channel been blowing up. So obviously, the oldest video on your channel dates back to 3 years now. I mean, you've been uploading a shit ton on that channel, but from what I could dig to now, the oldest video dating on that channel dates back 5 years, and your most viewed video actually currently has 25,000, which was uploaded a couple of months ago. Obviously, you've been away from the channel, so like, just to get more in depth to that, like, how do you feel your presence has been? Do you feel like, oh shit, like I uploaded this video for just to have, and now it's like it's popping off? So like, does it make you want to sometimes, do you think like maybe I should upload another video real quick because that video just popped off? Like, does it make you want to think like, oh man, like I'm just kind of chilling here, and do you think like it was luck, or do you think like, damn, maybe I should just go back to YouTube? Or do you think in that time you just got kind of lucky and it was just a lucky upload? I mean, obviously that's how it is. Like, that's how people pop off.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what it is. It could, if it's one video that everyone likes and it's a lucky upload, obviously it's gonna pop off. But like,
Of course.
how has your presence felt in those past couple of years? Like, taking this break, like, what is the overall like outcome? Do you think this break is? Do you think sitting there, having your channel sit there and grow its views a little bit while you're working on something else is good? Or do you think like, I don't know, in a month or two, or right now even, like right now would be a perfect time, you can't really work with anybody, so like you trying to keep working on the side with your music videos, or like you're just gonna kind of push ahead? Like, basically what I'm asking is, when do you think you're eventually gonna start pushing back to this channel that is literally almost into the into the four-figure numbers here? Like, you're about to hit 1,000 subs. It's crazy. Like, you popped off on that E-Boy vid. Just like, what is your overall feel about like that video popping off and you about to hit 1,000 subs? Because obviously that's a big number that everybody wants to hit.
Yeah, dude, it's literally surreal, and it's also like makes me upset too, because I don't deserve it. I really don't. I got, like you said, I got a lucky upload, and then I abandoned the channel for months, and so it's very like surreal, and kind of like it kind of leaves me at like a crossroads on what I want to do. Like, do I want to continue making YouTube videos, see where that goes, or do I want to like focus on my passion at the moment, or music videos, see where that goes? So it makes it like very tedious on like choosing what I want to do. But I think right now is the perfect time because of quarantine. I don't have much time to go out, and I'm not gonna lie, I do have a couple of ideas in the works. One main idea is for 1,000 subscribers, which I'll talk to you more about privately.
Yeah, obviously.
But so like that's kind of my plan right now with that. And I honestly, I didn't expect to say that publicly, but we'll see. But yeah, like since I was like little, and we both can relate to this too, like 1,000 subscribers is a big deal. Like after you hit 100, I feel like it's like when you want to go to, the 4 digits, right?
Obviously.
And after that, it's 5 and 6. And so like it makes me upset because I happen to take a break and lose passion for it,
and
right as
it goes
yeah,
off,
and I've been exactly, and I've been like making videos for so long where like the numbers they're impressive, and like they do mean a lot. Like I do, like I appreciate everybody who checked out the video and like commented and left a like I appreciate all of that, but like the numbers don't mean to me as much anymore. And I was kind of moved past that like easy, but like it is kind of like one of those things still in my head where like, all right, do I keep going with this, or do I, keep doing what I like to do and try to improve that more? So, if I come back, like completely, I don't think it'll be till like a little while after I get like, cause with the brand, I plan on having like 3 or 4 other genres and like out on the channel, like genres of types of videos, right? And then and then clothing. And like I feel like once I get all that started, then I'll start, making videos again.
All right, bro. Like obviously, like
Like
I said,
consistently making them.
okay, I feel so. Yeah. Obviously, like I said, 1,000 is big. Once you hit that number, that's like the first like. What is like?
Yeah.
You're gonna hit 1,000. You're able to finally hit the AdSense button on your channel again. That's obviously one big thing that everyone's
I
really
forgot him.
hype about that. I don't know how many videos of yours we get monetized from all the shit that we used to upload, but like
Oh,
obviously that E-Boy video would be a big part in that. So like obviously I just reminded you about it too. So I mean, yeah, it's just a big goal, and I'm very proud of you
I
because
appreciate that.
that's like huge. Last year
Yeah.
you were at like 600. Now you're about to hit 1,000, which is just dope. So yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't mean to just remind you, but like, how do you feel like finally being able to actually say like shit? Like, if I keep doing what I'm doing, I can promote my music more, keep growing,
Yeah.
and just actually maybe making a little bit of cash. I mean, no one really likes talking about that on YouTube, but to start off and like to actually be able to say like I made my first dollar on doing what I love, like how would you just feel about that? Like that's big for everybody.
Yeah, exactly. That's surreal. That's something you're probably the only person that can like truly relate to me on that
Yeah.
because we both been doing YouTube for the longest time, and so like that is I didn't even like I forgot about like the 1,000 subscriber goal or like was it like 4,000 hours of watch time
Yeah.
like that. I didn't even think of that, but that would be crazy. And then again, I don't think I'd be paid much off of YouTube because
Obviously. Yeah.
before Adpocalypse and shit, and everyone
Yeah.
can monetize their stuff, bro, I'd make like 50 cents a month or like a little bit here and there, but like nothing where I can actually like put into like my PayPal or bank account and be like, like, oh, I did this from YouTube, like nothing like
Yeah,
that. So I feel like it'll be kind of like that, unless like views and videos are consistent, which I don't think they will because I haven't uploaded in like 5 months.
well, I mean, you never know. Obviously, there's always the videos that are on the channel. Like my video that's
True.
my most popular was a 3-minute video, and it's about smacking people's necks, and that is my most popular video. Like, you never know what the hell you could work 10 hours on an edit for one YouTube video, and your 30-second clip that you uploaded 2 years ago could pop off just now. Like, you never know what's gonna happen.
You are right. That's
It's
completely
crazy.
true.
It's like
That's
you never know. You really don't. And like back in the day, that 30-second clip would get you some just crazy money. But now, like we were talking about earlier, the whole YouTube like society and world has just completely changed from where we are now. It's just
I know,
nuts,
it's
bro.
crazy. And like, yeah, and like I remember that. It was like 2016 is when like everything started going
started getting
downhill.
big.
What is it? Ads started pulling out and stuff, and
Yeah,
I remember that. And it still is going downhill, just like not as exponentially
yeah.
downhill.
Well, it's in my opinion, I just believe that everyone's so used to it now that it's like
Yeah,
you could have 60 subscribers, and as long as you're getting that view rate, you could make money
hmm
off of it. It doesn't matter how big you are. But back to your number, like I said, that's just where that was the whole point of that. Like, you're about to hit that number. You're finally about to be able to do that
Yeah.
again. It's a crazy feeling. Obviously, recently, I became affiliated on Twitch, which is another big goal of everybody. I know
that is huge.
Like, I know I've been live streaming on Twitch for years now, and to finally have
hmm
a main account that I've been striving for just to get affiliated and to like see in my Twitch revenue to like see my first actual dollar is big.
That's crazy.
But like
That is huge.
obviously anyone's main goal, and it's great for you, is just to finally see that $1 for YouTube. Like, who doesn't want to start making money on YouTube?
Exactly.
Like, that's just crazy.
Making money from uploading videos you like that is crazy.
That's just like what like I went out to my dad literally and said, I just made my first dollar off of playing games. Like, this is like what we
Yeah, I know.
this is
That's surreal, bro. And like we've been in the game for so long too. So like that to finally happen is is huge, and it's probably like way bigger than people who like blow up in a year. You know?
Oh yeah, it's just like for me and you this year. I know I've been pushing myself a lot,
You've been killing it,
especially
bro, on
like
all platforms.
you, bro. Like this was supposed to be a year. Obviously, a lot of people are probably saying that, and everyone's delayed right now, which is not bad because, in my opinion, I believe that to be able to sit down for days upon time and just actually be able to think about
Yeah,
doing shit, like I told you the other day, right now in this quarantine is giving me time to like instead of
think.
thinking about it, just fucking like think about it and do
Oh,
it, like just do it,
yeah,
you
that's
know.
really good. Yeah, definitely, bro. And that's how I've been too. I've been trying to get like my plans more concrete on what I want to do because like before quarantine, I wouldn't have like enough time to think about what I needed to do. I just had to do my thing, but now I had time to think, plan things out on how I want to accomplish things. So I feel like this quarantine's like a big eye opener. Like it is like it sucks, but like it's a big eye opener and like it breaks you from your routine and
It
like
does.
makes you see like what's like what you need to do to make it better, which is like really good, you know?
Yeah, it really is. It's like it's just giving me and probably a lot of other people time to really think about what I want to do because I've been uploading these videos. Obviously, I've told you privately about what has to come in these next few months. Hopefully, as everything just keeps getting planned out. I just feel like right now is when we're actually starting to get serious. Like, um, obviously, next year I'm out of school. You have another year after me, but like this is like time where it's like, okay, I'm either gonna like
Yeah,
do the
like
shit I want to do, or I'm fucked. Like
yeah.
obviously that's
It's
big.
like yeah, and it's really big because we've been doing it for a long time too. So it's like now it's like oh shit, like
Like
it's like eye opening. It's like
I'm either getting really serious right now, or I might as well just stop. I mean, that's
yeah,
nobody wants to like say that, but like that's the truth. Like if you're not just
that
gonna
is the honest truth.
commit to YouTube, then you might as well just say fuck it and put your shit away and stop. Like
Exactly, and yeah, and like it is scary, bro. That is
it
terrifying.
is.
That's my biggest fear is like not succeeding in what I want to do, and so like knowing that time. I mean, the time's not really shortening too much. Like after school,
Yeah.
you can still do what you like and like find other ways to make money or go to school or whatever you need to do. Like you can still do that, but like knowing that like the deadline's getting shorter and shorter, it
Mm,
like it makes you want to push more and more,
yeah.
and like it's kind of bad too. It's like, hey, why wait to the end to push this much? But like we've been doing it for so long, so
Yeah.
it gets tiring sometimes.
It
Yeah,
does.
go. No.
Hi, Josh. Tell him I said hi.
Hey, Devin says hi. Here, take the earbuds. Okay, go. All right, my bad.
You're good, bro.
Podcast.
No, hey, Josh is featured. That's fine.
I mean, Josh, the future. Yes, bro.
Yeah, it's just I know now, especially today, our governor of Pennsylvania released that we're done for the year. So as of right now, technically going into my senior year, it's just like to think like someone knock on my door. All right, bet. I'm getting interrupted too. We're chilling. It's just really big to think like I've been doing this throughout most of middle school and high school. And to
Yeah.
think, like, even though our high school is going to be over, maybe in a way too, getting out of school, being old enough to do shit, maybe that'll push us
Having
to be able to
time.
do more. Like, maybe we'll be able to do more, Like, it's just very
Exactly.
scary. You can either do more or you can just kind of quit. Obviously, we haven't quit, but we just got to keep going. Recently joining Front for me has just
Yeah.
had me growing a little bit, just to all the support from those guys. And I've been putting more time into the videos. So have you. I mean, that's why you're not uploading, because you don't want to upload just to, like, say, here's a video, Like, that's how
Exactly.
I am. I want to upload because here's a well thought out video that I like, and I want you guys to see, not just some upload to say I uploaded yesterday.
Yeah, like that skit you made was hilarious, bro.
Yeah.
And it was a really good like idea, and I'm guessing you planned it all out too, like the script and everything. Like,
Yeah. I have a whole behind the scenes SD that I'm gonna edit and probably will be
Hell yeah.
another video this week. Obviously, it's nothing big, but that's like, I want to start doing that kind of new stuff. Like I am doing this right now, so I can start to push
branch
it. Like,
out a little bit.
Yeah, if you don't start to do it, it's never gonna happen. So like, that's why
exactly
this podcast, like right now, I don't know how it's gonna go, how it'll be uploaded, if there'll be like both videos, like whatever. But just to start a base episode is just like, that's how you gotta go. You just gotta start a base.
You just gotta start it. Exactly.
Music, just keep going, like keep growing with it.
Yeah, that dude. That's what I preach all the time to people. And like, you're like one of the only people I know that really truly understands that. But like, if you have like an idea or like a passion for something, and you're like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, and like, just go for it. Just like, just start. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's not gonna be perfect. You're gonna be really bad at it. But the hardest part about like doing anything is just starting.
Exactly. And is getting that drive to like make yourself do shit. Even when you start, and everyone has it where your channel's like not really doing well. You're like getting half the views and half the likes. There's a lot of people, and I've even done it before, and I've made videos on it, and so have you. It's like, you know what? I just don't want to do this right now because like I'm putting in 6 hours of work for people to sit down and watch a 4-minute video, and they're like, it doesn't happen, it doesn't work. But you just gotta keep, no matter what you're doing, just gotta keep going for that shit. Like, doesn't matter.
Yeah, and like, it's good to take breaks here and there to like center yourself, ground yourself on what you're doing.
Be able to recoup is always, break to recoup is always a good thing too.
Yeah, but never give up. I mean, unless your like passion changes or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, don't give up because things are getting hard or like things are not like going how you want. Because that's where a lot of people fall short as. They just give up, like, because things are going their way, or it's not as easy as they thought.
A lot of people.
That's what.
Good, you're good.
I was gonna say that's why we have TikTok, so people can blow up.
My God, yeah, bro. I actually had someone slide up on my Snapchat story the one day, and this kid has like 60K on TikTok, and I'm like, I remember it was close to 300 subs last month, which is actually, before I keep going, it's crazy that I was, for a channel like mine, obviously you had it better, but from going to like 280 for a couple of like 3 months, and then last month hitting 300, and now I'm like couple subs away.
And you're growing.
Yes, it just.
I know exactly how that feels.
The feeling
bro.
of putting in the work and growing is just so satisfying. Like that's. Yeah. You don't have to keep recording, by the way. I might just upload the audio, bro. You're good to go.
Oh, all right. Well, I just started. Once my camera dies, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about, bro. So you can just stop. Obviously, later on we'll have a better way of doing that, but yeah, it's hard.
I know exactly. Well, I'm gonna cut you off real quick. But I was at the same thing when I was at like. It was when I still lived in Colorado. I was at like 120 subscribers, and like it was stuck. Like I did not grow a sub for like at least like 3 or 4 months, right? And then I started losing subs for like 2, and I was still being consistent on YouTube, still putting in the same quality of videos, and like the same effort.
Yeah,
like nothing really changed.
To add to that, that's also whenever. YouTube was just fucking everybody like in the ass.
Exactly.
Like, you upload a video and then you'll gain subs, and then if you don't upload for 2 days, it's just gonna take your subs back.
Exactly.
Like,
and yeah.
So anyway.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like that was so demotivating. And then like I had one video. It's actually the Brian video, I believe. that was like my first video in a long time.
Yeah.
And like in probably like 8 months to hit 100 views, and that's like. I remember it was weird. It's like YouTube like held my subs and then threw them all at once, because I think that night I gained like 24 subscribers.
Yeah, it's crazy.
After not growing.
I hit like, before I hit 300 last month, there was a time when YouTube, yet again at the beginning of the year, changed the algorithm. And if you were inactive, it would start to take your subs away. So I uploaded my return to YouTube. Like, I'll be returning soon. I posted that video saying like January 1st. You probably know the video I'm talking about. I said January 1st, I'm gonna return fully with the
Yep.
drive. So I uploaded that video and I gained like 25 subs off of it, and I was at like 302. And then after I
Yeah.
didn't upload for that month of December, it took them all away. So I went back down to like 285. So it
Yeah,
was,
that's so dumb.
yeah, I hit 300 subs like twice. So it was just stuff like that was really especially that, like, I felt
Yeah.
so good, like, oh, like, let's go, like, I gained a few people, that's even better. I'll start off really fresh, and then I'm like, well, shit, but it didn't stop me, obviously. I'm just gonna keep going, but like, yeah, it's been a ride on YouTube 100%. For
Definitely.
sure.
That's crazy. I don't think I've had a dramatic where it's like they dropped like that quick, like, and then, you know what I mean? Like, I haven't like had my subs all taken away at once, but like, yeah, that's so stupid. And the thing is, like, we're smaller channels too. Like, we don't get noticed. Like,
So that fucks
I
us
swear,
over
like,
even more.
yeah, if PewDiePie like complained about this, you know, they're, oh shit, let me get on top of it. But they won't,
really.
you know, they won't think of us and how
Yeah.
the smaller channels are affected by it.
No.
So like, YouTube's mess, man. I feel like it'll get better though. I honestly feel like it'll get better.
I hope, and even if it doesn't, hopefully we'll just, like, you know, in our own way, just make it better for us. We've always found a way around it. Right now it's been like the craziest times in the world, but like we're both just growing exponentially in a way. I mean, for some people, like I was saying about that kid, he has like 60K on YouTube or on TikTok. That's how sidetracked we got there. But it all comes down to the point where this kid had 60,000 followers on TikTok. And I was posting, I was like on my Snapchat, yo guys, I'm 2 subs away from 290 or from 300. Thanks for the support. You know, like, I really appreciate that. Like, no matter who can say what, but if you're on YouTube and you're gaining like 15 subs in a couple days, like, that's big for small channels like us, obviously.
Yeah.
So this kid slides up on my story and goes, bro, chill out. It's 300 subs. And I said, bro, shut the fuck up. This isn't TikTok.
Yeah, YouTube's way harder to grow on.
I said,
YouTube's way harder.
I literally said, I was like, listen, post your TikToks on YouTube and see how much you grow, because I swear you will get hate for it. Like,
not only will he get hate for it, but he will not grow.
He won't grow, and that's what a lot of people don't realize is a part of the growing process, like I just said, a part of your growing process on this whole platform is handling the hate. Like, no matter what, bro, it doesn't matter what the fuck video it is. Someone out there isn't gonna like it. Like, someone will not like it, and you just gotta get over it. Like, I know personally, in my school, when it was when I was first starting, I would get made fun of for the videos, but like,
oh, same.
It's like, you know, it did hurt in the beginning, but it got to a point where I was like, you know what, like, fuck
exactly.
you, like, you clicked on it, I'm gaining off you. It doesn't matter, I'm gaining off you. And even if it's the most disliked video on YouTube, just because it has that many dislikes means that some other way a lot more people are going to see it because how bad it is. Like, it doesn't matter, you're always growing. But a lot of people take the hate and the YouTube, like, just drama with all the people on my channel. Like, I had some kid comment on my video about the necking video like 2 days ago. And it's from 2 years ago, and this kid comments literally yesterday, saying, buddy, there's something called a tripod that will help you focus your videos, because this video is completely out of focus. And I said, thanks, bro. This video is 2 years old. Click on my other ones. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, obviously,
people say whatever, bro.
No matter what time, like, that's the whole thing. You don't know when a certain video is going to do well or do bad. Like, that kid found my video from 2 years ago and is now commenting on it. Like, you don't know what's going to happen, bro. You have no idea.
Yeah, he has no idea what's already happened, too. He doesn't know about the videos you're making now.
Exactly.
Or maybe he does. He's like, you know what? I'm still going to say it.
Yeah, but like, fuck
but
it.
Like, yeah, dude. And, like the hate on YouTube, or like how you're talking about like the hate on school, bro. That shit got to me at first a lot, like
Yeah,
in
dude.
Colorado, because like I was like the weird kid, bro. You know, I had black hair and stuff,
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
was quiet, right?
yeah,
And I didn't tell anyone about my channel. And then like someone like close to me like told people about it, and then it spread out, and then I got made fun of for it. And
yeah,
especially like the videos I was making at the time,
yeah,
I was making like Call of Duty videos, like CS:GO videos, and then I was making like vlogs and stuff around my house. And like so like people were just like making fun of me like all the time, like at school. And like it got to me, and I was like, you know what? Like this is how I thought. Like you're gaining off of them. Like I never like thought of that. I was thinking like oh, like I'm doing something they're not, you know?
that's another thing I was
Like
just gonna say. Like, yeah, obviously you're growing
yeah,
off them, but it got to a point where, uh, I will admit when I first started doing the videos, obviously they were dog shit, but when I got to the point where I was respecting the videos I made, and even to
yeah,
this day now, it's like people come up to me and they're like, "Bro, how do you do that shit?" Like, I wish I could do
exactly.
that. And sometimes you just want to say like, weren't you that, weren't you this person? Like when I first started saying
Mhm.
like, "Bro, this is the dumbest idea. Why are you doing this?" And now you're at me saying, "Oh, bro, I want to do this." Like, and what the one pissed me off the most, and it still pisses me off to this day, is when some people say like, "Oh, those videos are so dumb," and now I have people coming up to me, "Yo, we're gonna make a video. Like, let's make a video for your channel. Like,
Yeah.
let's do this."
Oh,
Like,
dude, I
bro,
hate
it's
that,
so
bro.
nuts, bro. It's so like they'll come up to you and they don't even have a channel, but they're like, "Yo, let's make a video for your channel. Like, let's make me a channel. Let's make a video on your channel and let's support me.
Yeah,
Like, let's do this. Let's do that." But okay, I can understand if you're my close friend. Obviously I wouldn't give a
yeah,
shit. But like, if you're just a school friend and you're not one of my
yeah.
actual like clout chasers, that's basically what it is. And we don't even have a lot of clout. That just shows
We yeah,
like
we yeah, exactly.
like that just shows how bad people want the attention. Because
Yeah.
when we first started YouTube, if you weren't big, it was dumb. It was stupid, especially when you're
Hmm.
little. But as we went through it, these people just want all over us for this shit. Like, actually.
Exactly. And I think I know the reason why is because when we started YouTube, it like no one wanted to be a YouTuber when they grew
Exactly.
up. You know what I mean? No
Yeah,
one
that
wanted. No
wasn't.
one was like, "Oh, I want to be a YouTuber." Like
Yeah, no.
YouTuber wasn't even like a name.
Yeah, really. It was just like, yeah, I upload
Yeah,
videos, but
I upload videos to YouTube,
yeah,
and like people will know about it, but they're like, "Oh, like like they wouldn't like call you a YouTuber or like think anything about it."
yeah,
But now I think I saw this from I think it was a Logan Paul podcast.
uh huh,
The number one job that kids want to be is a YouTuber, and so
yeah.
like we started at a young age, and we've gone through shit. We've gone through bad editing and watching tutorials and
Oh
stuff
my
on how to
god,
get
bro,
better.
yes,
We
hours.
we, we fucked up on our autofocus before, so
We've
like
yeah, yeah,
so like
definitely.
we're ahead of the curve. Like people that want to start YouTube like now or at like 13, we already knew how to like edit and shit, or like we knew how to make thumbnails pretty good in Photoshop. And like now these people are just now getting into it, so they're like how we started when we were like 10, but they're like 15, 16, 17,
Yeah,
so it's like we're a little bit ahead of everyone.
yeah, and even now, I guess thinking to myself now, it's crazy to think about. Like, I guess in a way, we did tell ourselves like, no one is doing this, but like, fuck it, I want to do it. Like,
Exactly.
that's how people
I
were.
think
Like, when we started, oh, that would be so dope. Like, that would be so cool to, start making videos. So we thought of it,
like
and we were like, fuck it. Like, we must have thought that, or we wouldn't be here right now. Like, actually. Like,
exactly. I know my mindset like when I was younger is like because I always like doing things that like nobody else really did,
yeah.
like and YouTube was like a big one for me. Like no one else that I knew made videos.
Hmm.
Like I literally met my first like YouTube friends like over the internet. Like you and Billy
Oh,
and
yeah.
like Brian at the time, and so like because like no one around me made videos, and like so like fuck, what were we talking about? What
Uh,
were we just saying?
Fuck. About how
Oh,
we just kind of got ahead of the curve and said fuck it, basically.
yeah, uh, damn, you said something specific though. I forgot what it was. It correlated right with that. But like, yeah, we're ahead of the curve, and like we just like, oh yeah, we did things like when nobody else did it at the time, and
Yeah,
now people want to do it.
exactly. And
And
obviously, good. You're
yeah,
good.
yeah. I was gonna say like I think that's like still in my head, like subconsciously, like trying to do things different,
Mm-hmm.
like because like instead of like playing like normal sports at school, I do boxing, which is like it's not really different, but like
Yeah,
you don't know a lot of people who do boxing,
exactly.
and then like instead of like making YouTube videos, I make music videos, which even less people do. They make YouTube videos, so like I feel like I just keep like switching that up until everyone wants to make music videos, and then here we are. I'm gonna probably switch to something crazy, like
Yeah, exactly. Well, even in my school, I have had people come up to me and say like, how do you start?" Like,
exact, yeah,
they're like, how do you edit?" And I was like, when I like the first thing I say or I relate back to is a couple years ago when I was still making like just random videos, and I would upload every day, twice a day.
yeah, that's crazy. I
I
don't know how
never
you
even
did that.
edited. I didn't edit. I clicked record and I clicked stop and put it out there because I wanted a video. So I didn't really start getting into editing until a couple years ago. So I tell them, I'm like, they're like, how do I start? Like, what's a good camera to buy? Like, and I said, it's nice for me. It's nice that I have a camera and the editing software. But I said, you're literally on a camera every day, Snapchatting people. Like, if you
Exact.
can't afford a camera like I did, you don't want to just like put all this money into it
Uh,
and then never like you put all this money into it and then you're like, well, shit, I don't really like this. So I said,
yeah,
just pick up your phone and try recording. And then if that's hard, there's literally Twitch. You can Twitch from your phone now. You can live stream from your phone, and you can live stream from your consoles now, which
can oh yeah, you can do that too.
4 years ago, whenever I was playing games with you and live streaming, you weren't able to just hop on your console and stream. You had to get the Elgato. You had to
Elgato, yep.
hook this shit up. You had to do all that shit. But now you can literally just go on your console. Oh, excuse me. Go on your
Yeah,
console and just start streaming. Like,
dude. People now have it so easy, bro,
that's what
or
I was
like
just
they
gonna
have
say.
less excuses to start.
They have. It's so much easier than we did, and I'm kind of glad that we didn't have it this easy because I don't think we would have learned.
Yeah, we wouldn't be as far as we are now. And dude, the
Exactly.
Elgato so expensive too,
That's like
just to stream.
alone to start streaming games. That's like a $200 drop on a capture card. Like that. That's crazy.
Exactly. You know the HD PVR.
Yeah.
Like it's like an older one, I guess. I
Yeah.
remember I got that for my birthday, and it came broken, and that's more expensive than the Elgato. It was really expensive, and it came broken, and like then I think I got an Elgato like 3 years later,
Yeah.
and then I finally was, and then my internet was bad,
Yeah.
and so I couldn't live stream.
Well, it was like people say like, how much did you spend on your camera? And
But yeah, it doesn't matter.
on YouTube, I've never really said, but personally, with the camera alone, it was like, and your numbers are around the same, like eight or 900, just for the camera.
Mhm.
But
Yeah,
the amount of equipment, they're like, why would you drop that much money on a camera? I said, well, I've been doing it for 5 years. I love it. It doesn't matter. But
exactly.
when it gets down to the point of like buying like lens cap, shadow, like whatever this like lens covers and like microphones and tripods and lighting for my camera and shit, I probably at least dropped over $1,000 easily.
Same, bro. I
And
think. Yeah, keep going. My bad.
no, you're good. I was just gonna say like, people ask me why I do that, and the main reason I say is like, if you're gonna love it, you might as well make it like fucking go for
Exactly.
it. Just go like, I wouldn't obviously say if you want to start a channel with 0 subs, and you want to drop $1,000 into a camera, like go ahead, start your videos off with good quality, but like, just because you have a good quality video doesn't mean the internet's gonna find it right away. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Obviously, it goes back to the whole like start your base and then improve yourself.
Exactly.
Like this
And like
camera, You're good. You can keep going.
I would say like what you think quality is at the time may not be like you look back at it and you're like, wow, that wasn't good. Because I
Yeah.
know that's how it's been for me for years now. I'll be like, this is really
Exactly.
good, and I look back and be like, oh, and like it's still like that too. Like I look back at like videos from like a year ago when I was doing like commentary videos, and I thought they were so good, and then they weren't, you
Yeah.
know. And so it's just like what you think at the time might not be what other people think or what it really is, you know.
Yeah. It really I mean, it makes a difference, but I wouldn't say like what makes the difference is the way you approach it. Like,
Hmm.
I could have, and it's a prime example of us. We have these $800 cameras, and there's people out there uploading from their phones, getting thousands, if not
Yeah.
millions, of views a day. So it doesn't matter. Like, quality doesn't matter. But
They edit from their phones too, which is
yeah,
crazy. Like I don't know how people do that, but they do.
and I even now looking at my camera quality, it's like, it's 2020. This camera's 5 years old now. It's starting to
Well,
look like shit. It really is. Like,
it looks like an iPhone. iPhones are better
yeah,
actually.
I was just gonna say like, when we were uploading a lot, these cameras were like, damn, like this is good quality. But now because of the older
The
models,
years.
it's like,
Mhm.
damn, like it's not really. It's good and it's watchable, but it's like, if you look now, those Sony cameras and shit, those things are insane, bro. Like,
Oh, dude,
I would,
this
I would love for one of those. But the body alone is almost like
like two. Yeah,
a thousand and a
dude.
half. Yeah.
My dream camera is a Sony A7S Mark III, or no, the Mark IV just came out, so I guess I gotta go with that one. And that body alone is just like $2,000, and
Yeah.
like the lens, like the default lens, is like another like 500
500
to a
bucks.
thousand
Yeah.
dollars,
Yeah.
bro. And like, but those can record like at 4K and like 200 FPS. Like,
It's
it's
nuts.
crazy. Like,
It's
but
yeah.
like our camera gear also is kind of like an investment. Like I know everybody says that, but
Yeah.
like and like especially since like you're not making money off of Twitch and I'm making a little bit of money here, it's like we're gonna eventually be able to pay off all the gear that we bought and stuff. Because
Oh yeah.
I dude, I think I've spent like close to like $1,500 on gear.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
fun fact! All right, a bunch of my music videos, a lot of the shots are shot with vintage lenses from the 80s that have
Okay.
a converter for Canon cameras.
Uh-huh.
So a lot of my shots, like especially the close-up ones, are shot with vintage lenses. But like
Yeah.
it still looks pretty good.
Yeah. It's really different. The way the years of, and I honestly believe that the only reason these people and these companies are coming out with the cameras now is because when we bought ours, YouTube is just starting to really like, for this for last like the last decade, it finally started like peaking hard. Like, YouTube
Hmm.
was like the thing, and obviously all these companies came out with just insane technology with their cameras. So,
Definitely.
uh, and what really comes down to it all is I didn't buy and put in over $1,000 in this camera at one time. Like,
Yeah,
I bought the
exactly.
camera and I spurted out money for it here and there. Especially, I didn't even realize just now until like SD cards are a big part of money. Like, I've at least dropped almost $100 in SD cards together, probably.
Oh yeah,
A good,
dude. Yeah, people don't think about that.
really, like a little card is $25 for, footage to hold your footage. It's just,
Yeah,
people do it now a lot too. They want to start a channel or they want to start Twitch and they drop like insane amounts of money into it in the beginning. Like, Logan Paul started Twitch a year ago.
yeah.
Alone dropped $6,000 into the build of the PC to play Fortnite.
That's fucking just to play Fortnite.
And then now he doesn't even Twitch. He doesn't use Twitch. Like, I would literally kill to have a $6,000 PC,
Exactly, bro.
which is crazy. I mean, that's a little bit of a dramatic one, obviously, but like, he obviously has the money to do that. He obviously has fuck you money, but for
it doesn't hurt
someone
him.
like us,
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. If I had a $6,000 PC, bro, edits would be way quick,
edits
dude.
would just be
Editing
so
on this computer, bro.
Yeah,
This 6-year-old computer, bro.
it's crazy.
It struggles sometimes, right? It struggles.
It's yeah. I mean, just the way, I guess the whole sum of this part of the conversation has just been like, from when we started to where we are now, it's a totally different game. It really is. Like,
Yeah.
It's a completely different game, and a lot of people like Logan Paul and all those guys. Those people make videos to they're making really good content and everything, and I guess you could say even when we started, there was never like genres of YouTube videos. Like, there was like genres of music, really, and like genres of music videos and stuff. Like you said, like you want to add the genre or genres of your videos, but now there's like genres of vloggers. Like, every vlogger is different, and there's so many different vloggers that fall into that category. Like, who really like changed the game and is still talked about a lot, but a little underrated to this day, is David Dobrik. That man came in.
That dude's huge.
He those 4-minute and 20-second videos every single time.
Mm-hmm.
To think of that,
dude,
and just to imagine how many people are following his steps now. Like, Logan Paul has his category of like, just kind of like David now, but just go out, record your day. Like, people that really started it back in the day, who've really fell off, like Roman Atwood. Like, that man was.
Oh yeah.
He was just uploading every day, carrying a camera out, and recording whatever. And he was one of the bigger ones that started it for like Logan and like David.
He was top dog, bro. He was huge. He was like number one.
And now he hasn't uploaded in months, and doing his own thing, which is weird. But to go back to the point, it's like the changing part. The top dogs, then some of them aren't even relevant anymore to the whole internet society. Like Roman and
what was that one dude's name? Bro, that one dude, he had like a comedy internet thing. Ray William Johnson, bro. Okay. He he was top dog on YouTube. He was probably like most subscribed at one point, or he was like the first to hit like 5 million, and then like he just like stopped and like fell. I don't know if he fell off or quit completely, but that's the same way. I feel like it cycles. Like, it's like a YouTube generations,
Yeah, it's I was just gonna say, there's like every year there's a different category that everyone loves. Like, there was that one year where what was really big in talk was like Keem's whole drama alert thing. Leafy is here. Who even hears of Leafy is here anymore?
Yeah, commentary blew up.
Commentary like scarce. He still uploads today, but like he's not as big as he was, because it's not the year for that anymore. Like, there's some kind of overall genre that people strive for each year.
Yeah.
This year, I don't really know what it would be. I mean, everyone's just keeping what's going on. There's not really anything new this year, honestly. Like,
not so far, not yet. I mean, it's still early. Last year with like beauty channels.
Oh my, that was James Charles, Jeffree Star. Yes, I completely agree.
Bro, that was crazy. Like, I'm not into like beauty channels, but like they blew up, bro, and they were way bigger than I thought. And they still are huge. Like, James Charles still on top.
He's still killing it. And like you said, I don't watch YouTube like makeup and shit, but no matter who you are, you have to give some kind of respect to them.
Exactly.
Just, that's crazy. Obviously, I mean, you don't really hear about it as much now. Last year, was, yeah, I guess it wasn't really. It used to, YouTube was all about getting views off drama. Like that
Yeah.
one year was the whole,
Think
I'm gonna be a
Jake
YouTuber.
Paul,
Yep,
Logan Paul.
I'm gonna be a YouTuber and make rap songs. Like that's what it was.
Exactly.
Like
The diss track genre,
that
and
whole
the diss
year
track year, I guess.
was a diss track with Rice Gum, Jake Paul, Logan Paul.
The drama,
Everybody
Alyssa
was just in
Violet,
drama. Yeah, like
FaZe Banks, bro, dude,
bro,
it was crazy.
it just shows how different it gets every single year. Obviously,
Yeah.
this year has been on hold, but even now,
I can't even think of anything that's like really like had like a genre so far this year. You know,
there's like
like
yeah, it sucks because nobody new has really gotten the chance to show something different right now.
yeah.
Everyone,
Oh, TikTok probably
well, yeah, I mean,
like,
the TikTok compilations, that's just people reacting to
but like,
TikToks.
the Hype House and like how that all happened this year in 2020, or like it really blew up this year
Yeah,
so far. So like, I mean, I feel like this year is gonna be like quarantine is gonna be the thing that blows up. People stuck in their house, just like utilizing whatever
oh,
they
exactly. I
can
mean,
do.
that was the whole skit. Like, if you look at my tags,
Yeah.
and I'll tell you right now, every single one of my tags in that video has to deal with COVID and Corona. You don't get monetized for it. I don't know if you knew that, but if you put,
Oh yeah, you don't.
you don't. So I mean, it's bold to do it, but obviously, if I'm not making money right now, what's the difference? I'm just
Exactly.
trying to branch out. Yeah, it's kind of put a hold on everybody, but I feel like when the opportunity is right and we're out of this quarantine, it is
Mhm.
really gonna like, YouTube's like okay right now. I find myself a lot of the times in this quarantine, like, I can't find a video to watch. Honestly, I really like. It's
Same,
hard, bro. It's hard to find a video to just sit
dude.
down and watch. Like,
And
I feel,
I've been doing a lot of that in my free time, is just watching YouTube videos. So that was like,
yeah,
so like it's hard to watch stuff too.
yeah. I feel like hopefully in a couple months, I know at least I will, and hopefully a lot of other people do, just push themselves to go put out shit. Because when this
Mhm.
quarantine is over, that is going to be the time to start popping off. Like, that's going to be the
Oh.
time when people want to find new shit to watch because they're sick of watching the same shit they watched in quarantine. Like, it's going to
Yeah.
be big. Like,
Exactly.
a lot of people don't think of it in that way, but I know me and you think in the same way of, like, when is my next opportunity to really catch, like,
hmm
I don't know,
That's
catch.
what I was thinking with the TikTok videos I made.
Yeah, it's like, when is my next chance to put something out that'll blow up? Not blow up,
Mhm.
but like grow.
The trend.
Yeah,
Like,
like
you kind of follow the trends.
a lot of people don't think of that, but it comes down to a lot of people tell me, like, why did you upload? Why did you wait to upload this on this day? Well, like, for what I'm referencing there is the rap battle. Everyone was like,
Yeah.
why did you wait till the last day of school? And why did you wait 2 years? I said, well, I mean, I guess like I said, it's the way I think is. If I hold off on this, it'll be anticipated. And people think like, oh shit, like he'll upload that eventually. And then when it's on the last day of school, who gives a fuck on the last day of school? So they're like, okay, I'm going to go to school. It's going to be boring as shit because who really does anything on the last day of school? But then they're like, oh, I
Exactly.
can watch this rap battle of two idiots in my grade in class. Like, you just got to think of opportunities. And I really base myself around my.
It's like timing.
Yeah, I base myself and my content around timing a lot. Like,
Yeah,
it all
that's
comes down to
definitely
timing.
huge.
Sometimes
Yeah,
it's
that's
a
it.
random time too, honestly. But
That is true. Or like it depends on the type of video it is too, you
yeah,
know? Like when I dropped the TikTok video, that's exactly what was on my mind, was like the timing. Because
yeah,
like that's like right when like e-boys and stuff were blowing up.
hmm
And like that was the perfect day because I didn't want to be it's gonna sound weird, but I didn't want to like pull up to my school looking like that. And so, fortunately enough, it was meme day at that school, and hundreds of people were dressed like e-boys and e-girls, and so I kind of like blended in, but
Yeah.
like I made a video out of it, and then like I dropped it like at the peak or the height of like this e-boy like trend that was going on, and
Uh-huh.
so that I had like when I dropped that video, I knew it was gonna do like good,
Yeah.
and I didn't think it was gonna do near as that good. Like I was thinking like 200 views, maybe 300. I did not expect it to go up, 5 digits at all.
Yeah, really. It's
So like, it comes on the timing with the trend for sure.
exactly. And that's a prime example. Oh, excuse me. Like I said, me and you really think about the timing. Like who else on
Yeah,
that day, meme day in your school thought, "Oh, I'll be an e-boy and I'll make a video of it because that's like perfect timing. I'm not going to really get shit on for it, you know."
exactly. Yeah, no one else really did anything with that. But then again, I don't know. Like I know a few other people who make YouTube videos at my school, but
Yeah.
not like to the point where I am, where like I'll spend 12 hours editing a video,
Yeah.
and like they just kind of like record on their phone, don't edit it, and then upload it.
Oh
But
yeah.
like
100%.
that that was like a perfect opportunity for
Oh,
for
yeah.
me,
It's
and fucking it worked out.
exactly that's what I was going to say. We uh it's hard because you don't like a lot of people probably don't know, but like honestly, do you think I wanted to wait 2 years to upload that rap battle? Like, no, I could have
Yeah,
uploaded that shit the next day, but it wouldn't have been as hyped as it was. Obviously,
exactly.
that gave me time to tell people for 2 years. Yeah, I have this rap battle, but you're not gonna see it for another year.
Hmm.
Like, I have a project, not really even a project, but I have something waiting in file, and I've told you about it before, that I want to
Oh yeah,
upload in a year, in 2 years. Like, it's
you're
crazy.
thinking ahead.
I'm People don't realize until the upload's gonna come out, but I'm already 3 years ahead on a video. Like, that's
Yeah.
just you just gonna think like that.
Yeah, I've never thought like that. Like I thought like maybe like a couple months ahead, but I never thought like, hey, I want to drop this video 3 years later or like 2 years later.
Yeah,
Like that's crazy, but it's also worth it too because like people, it's not only like a funny like idea or like a really like really funny video. It's like nostalgic too,
yeah, it
and
is.
it's like and it's gonna be hyped up like a lot of the time too. So people are like, oh, Devin finally dropped the
Whatever,
blank video.
yeah, X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
Yeah, like people tell me today, they're like, "When are you dropping this?" I said, I gave them a date, and they said, "Why?" And I said, "Because that is the best and the most hype time to do that shit."
Mhm.
And
And
nobody thinks about that, really. Like, no one thinks ahead like that. I guess it's just kind of a thing that people like us do to
yeah,
create, I guess. Another crazy
yeah.
thing, that both of us like to do a lot. Um, Not really recently because we can't, but stepping out of the comfort zone is so big on YouTube.
Oh, huge, bro.
One of the still one of the best things on my channel that I think will ever be. When we met, bro,
Dude,
that's
that's
literally
still
breaking the rules of internet law. Like, never meet people that you talk to on the internet. You never know what's
yeah,
gonna happen. Like,
exactly, bro.
that was such a big step into
That's still my favorite video on my channel.
um,
Like that's still my favorite one.
into content. That was a big
Hmm.
step for us. But in this friendship, that was a huge step. And like,
Dude,
I think that really pushed me to believe, like, really anything is possible at this point. Like, we talked
exactly.
about
Like
meeting for 4 years before that, and I
I
was,
think everyone who has like an internet friend or someone they met online has talked about it before.
and no one
But
really
like,
does it.
yeah.
But to
And like it
think,
would be weird if I knew you for like a year and then did it, but like I knew you for a long time.
yeah, yeah,
And I
and
knew he wasn't a 40-year-old pedophile.
um, he what the hell was I gonna say? I know right after we did it, one of the uploaders I don't know if anyone's still listening. If you guys know who Rockamoose is,
I remember. I knew you were gonna say that. Cause dude, he took our fucking video,
a week
man.
later, I remember I was trying to get into hype, and I was talking to him on the low key, and I told him about that idea, and I said, we just did this. Maybe 2 weeks later, he makes a video saying, my online friend is flying down to my house and staying at my house for a week. This is the first time we're meeting. Like, I don't want to say we started an idea, but who really thinks, especially two teenage kids, that their parents just agreed, yeah, fuck it, we'll just have this kid come stay at our house. We don't know what he's like, but, you know, it was crazy, like, to think like that, but in reality, that's kind of what it was. To us, it wasn't, because we obviously knew, like, you know, I knew you, you knew me, but, like, to people that don't know us, they're like, what the fuck are these kids doing? Like, seriously.
Yeah. But yeah, people who don't know us are like, well, that's so sketchy. Like, why would you do that? Well, like, I mean, we've known each other for that was like 2 years ago.
It's it'll be 2 years and 2 months, actually.
That's crazy. Like, because it doesn't feel that long ago to me.
No, I remember.
Like,
I still think and remember shit like to this day about that stuff.
yeah.
Obviously.
And like,
Go ahead.
yeah, dude, that video is so like good to look back on. Like nostalgic and just like the memories and how we got like most of everything recorded.
Before you came down, that goes back to the whole planning thing. We were like, we want to record with these people, and we want to make this video. We want to do this video. And I don't know if you remember, but NNT, we made an NNT video at my house that was never published. Like, we never put that shit out there. We sat down in my living room and made an NNT video. And I remember that was one of the specifics we wanted to do for that day.
Yeah.
We had a whole plan that week. Like, we recorded with John and Noah.
Went to the baseball game.
Went to the Pirates game. That was crazy.
Yeah.
We went one of the favorite, like,
bowling.
The video that I made of you coming. I don't really like the edit, but just me personally to look back on it is just very cool. But my favorite video of the time of you being here is probably the bowling one. I remember I sat down and edited that video for like 8 hours straight.
I remember that.
I just sat there and grinded up, and it's one of the best videos on my channel, and it's very underrated. Like, I don't want to say my video is underrated, but if I had to choose a video to pop off right now, I would love to just for people to see the work that I put into that video, because it is a really good video.
I remember that, bro, because your vlog was like double the time of mine.
Yeah.
And I remember because I taught you like the slide thing with the text. You're like, oh, that's cool. And then you did that throughout your whole vlog, which was double the time. Yeah. So you sat there for 8-9 hours, edited straight without any breaks. And I thought that was like crazy because, dude, like after like an hour or two of me editing, I usually take like a break for like 30 minutes. But you just straight grinded it out. I remember it was like 4-5 o'clock in the morning, and you're like, I'm rendering it.
Well, that's
I was like, oh shit.
That's another thing we did, bro. Like, I think that really did push us, and I think if that wouldn't have went through, I wouldn't be how I am right now. Honestly, my honest opinion, because we sat up until like fucking 7 o'clock making videos, fucking editing, watching Ben 10, fucking playing Fortnite. Like, we just grinded. Like, that was. And that's what we said. Like, we both told each other, like, when you get down here,
we're
free time. Like, we're grinding videos. Content. Yes.
And I think it was perfect too because, like, it wasn't like awkward for each other. Like, you know, it's like we both made videos. Yeah. It wasn't like one of us doing it, and so like, we both like had a passion for it, and so we just like that was our main like focus. We just tried to milk out the whole time.
Oh my god,
like,
that's
all we none did. Of it was forced either. Yeah, none of it was like forced or like we weren't working too hard. It was like we would stay up so late and then like sleep throughout most of the day.
Yeah, bro. I remember waking up at like 4 a.m. Like we didn't really spend like we were like we spent like a good friend time, I guess you could say, but like
definitely.
We worked the whole fucking time and we loved it because we did it together, and I think that was big. Like being able to have somebody in real life with me in person.
Exactly.
That's like the same level as me, and I know that they're not just making a video that won't even get uploaded because they're around me.
Yeah, it's like how we were like talking about people that are like, oh, let me make a video with you or whatever, and they don't do
Yeah,
anything. Like we both been at it for years already,
we knew
and
each other, like we knew the grind, and I think that's why we clicked. We've clicked to this day, and I think that's why we clicked before, bro, because we were just like,
exactly.
we've feeded off each other's ideas. Like I swear to God, half of my videos have come from like me talking to you about a video, or like
Yeah,
I would tell you something, and you're like, oh shit, like that's a good idea. Like
yeah,
you need
definitely,
someone like
bro.
that on YouTube, especially to just feed off of it, and that's what we did. Which,
Exactly, bro.
that was
Like,
nuts.
and it's crazy because like that's mad hard, especially when like you're starting out making videos and you don't know a lot of people that make
Yeah,
videos too, or
yeah,
especially like that are on the same level or as serious about it as you are.
hmm,
Because like we both have had a bunch of like internet friends, throughout the years, but like they ended up quitting or giving up or like not taking it like as serious as we took it, and so it's crazy, especially when you finally link and you have that person that are like side by side to
yeah.
you working on a video. Like, there's nothing like it, bro. I haven't had anything like that to this day. Like someone just next to me or someone who like makes videos on the same serious level.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's been, yeah. I mean, that was big, and obviously, with the way we are now, I don't care how many years it'll take. We obviously gotta link up again, 100%.
Oh, 100%,
And
1000%.
the main reason I think about the 7 or how many ever days you were here, I think like
Hmm.
just imagine if we worked the way we worked now. Like just imagine the
Exactly.
content we could have. Like
The quality of content,
how
like
professional it
everything.
would be. Like it wouldn't
Yeah.
matter if we're wasting days to people, but that's like what we would want to do. Like we would just want to work with
Exactly.
each other, like 100%.
Exactly. Bro, it would be crazy. It would be crazier. Like at the moment, I don't think it'll be crazier, but like we'll look back and we're like, damn,
Yeah,
like we made those videos at that time, which were like way better quality and stuff, you
yeah,
know? And so, like, dude, that's insane. Like how it happened, like in the first place, like that's rare. Like no one meets their online best friend who lives across the country.
yeah.
You
Seriously,
know,
fucking because of my friend that you never like. Just like it was crazy how the whole thing came together.
exactly, bro. All started with Call of Duty.
Exactly. Like to think like that's where it started and that's what brought us here now. That was just
Dude,
nuts.
yeah, it's insane how all this has happened, bro. And like we known each other for a fat minute. Like it's
It's
been like 5 or 6 years,
it's
bro.
been nuts. And like uh everyone asks if I talk to you, and
Yeah,
legit I'll be like, I haven't really talked to him, but like we know
yeah,
respectfully that we're both working, and if we actually had the
exactly.
time to be like, yo, like let's call for a sec. Like
Yeah, exactly.
I know I'm like I don't want to just be like, yo, let's talk, because I know like you're sitting there grinding your videos. Like what my parents
Yeah,
asked, why don't you talk to him? I said it's not that I don't talk to him. I just know that we're just trying to work. Like we're working. I guess the best way to put it
yeah.
is we're just like at work right now. Like
We're focused on
yeah,
on our goals and stuff. And it's like when we do talk, it's not like anything changed or like there's like the stigma,
no,
It's
it's
like
like why the fuck
just
aren't
like
you
how it
talking
used
to
to
me?
be.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just like how it used to be, and it's like even like when we like play games, like quarantine's been boring, so we were playing a little bit of CS.
yeah.
And
We
it's like
started playing CS
it's
for the
very
first time in fucking like 3 years.
bro, and it's because like we have a little bit of free time now, and it's crazy, like because like the way that like we play, it's like not too similar to like how it was back in. Like, I mean, it's not too different on like
No,
how it was back in the day.
no, bro. It's
It was
when you realize and it comes down to it. I can talk to all my friends here because they're not really doing what we're doing. Like if
yeah,
because you're working and you're always trying to push it out, it's different from when you're like if I get a text from you saying I'm in like dead middle of an edit and I'm just like in the grind right now, I won't get that from my friends. I'll get like, yeah, hold up, give me like 2 minutes, I'll call you. You know, it's just
Yeah.
And I think it's just because of how similar we work with our projects.
Yeah.
It's like we understand that. Like I can honestly, I called you like 3 days ago for the first time in a month, but we'll like slide up on each other's stories and shit. Like obviously,
Yeah,
it's
cool.
not like I'm thinking like, oh, I don't talk to Mason, like fuck him. You know, it's like we
Yeah.
can talk for a month and it'll be like we talked yesterday.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter.
exactly.
And even when we talk the same way we did. Like, what are you working on right now? Like, what are you trying to put
Yeah.
out? Like, how are you making out with your videos? But I guess that's been
Like, well,
the talk we've had the whole time because that's just how we relate, really.
yeah. And like how we talk on like even like on this podcast is very similar like how we talk in calls and stuff, you know?
Yeah, it doesn't even
It's
matter.
fun.
I can sit here and ask you like, you know, the fucking 10 questions that I ask you, and when it comes down to it, even though like I'm trying to have a serious podcast, this is how we just talk. Like we just talk about
Yeah.
each other's videos. Like, oh, this video did better. This did, you know. I mean, it just comes down to
Yeah.
like, obviously this podcast is gonna be different from all the other ones because I can't just have a conversation this serious with somebody that's not doing the same shit as me. But like in all
Exactly.
reality, this is how we talk. Like we're not serious, but like this is just genuinely how we have communicated so equally together for the past 5 years. Is just by YouTube,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah. And then like I don't want people thinking like we only talk about like videos and stuff, you know,
Yeah.
like we do I mean it is both of our passions and like we do talk about it a lot, but like you know, we joke around and stuff. Like I don't
Yeah.
want to sound like we don't, but we've said some crazy things online, bro. We've said some things we probably regretted,
Exactly, bro.
but
Yeah, it doesn't like I don't. This will be like probably one of my favorite episodes because how am I gonna get somebody to just come and have a genuine, nonstop conversation with me for an hour and 22 minutes? Like,
exactly.
you know, to have subjects I'll obviously have to have subjects to talk about. Excuse, Jesus, excuse me. But yeah, it's like I'm not gonna have someone to just come in and I guess relate to as much as I can with you.
Yeah, for sure. And like
You're good.
this second half of the podcast has been like more just like a conversation instead of like questions, you know, just us talking like how a podcast is, you know.
Yeah.
But like yeah, and then for sure like this episode, I'm really like hyped for the podcast too. Like I don't think you understand like I'm really hyped on what you're gonna do with it and like where it's gonna go.
Oh, 100%.
And so like I just can't wait to see like other people or like what like other things you talk about, you know.
Obviously,
like, I'm that excited for it.
it'll be different. This episode, I'm trying to like get a feel of like what we're doing.
Yeah, experiment a little bit.
Probably I'll just honestly upload an audio file with a picture or something because I don't want to try. And this is another good topic to get into with people and making videos. I don't want to try and make it look good to the point where it looks bad. Like if I don't have
I think I know what you mean.
Like if I don't have a set idea for this, and I just try and bullshit an idea, in the end, it could be the best podcast that I like. Like this could be the best episode, but I can make it look like shit. Like,
I know what you mean.
So I'll probably just upload the audio file of this, which, you know, you got to start somewhere. So
exactly.
Obviously, the first episode is not going to be perfect, and then I can look back on this episode and realize, okay, I want to do this, this, and this. You know, I want to have more questions. Maybe I just want to have just a genuine conversation. You know, just this is why this is the pilot, because I just want to feel for myself on what I want to and how I want to take it. I'm just again starting something because I want to do it, but I just have to feel it out first. So.
Yeah, for sure. And like you're just experimenting, see what you need to like, see what you want to do after it. You know,
100%.
Like you probably like you have an idea what you want to do, but you don't know like like what, like how extreme you want to want to take it, or how like you want things to change. So you're just sort of like starting somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. You just got to
Which
start
goes
somewhere.
back to exactly goes back to exactly what we were saying. Just start. All right. If you have an
Exactly.
idea, just go for it.
Yeah.
Dang.
I mean, obviously, I want to get it to the point where I can have someone with me sitting next to me, side by
You're the
side, just
host.
talking. I mean, I can do that now with the people that I know. But the hard part is, what could I, if they're just my in real life friend, I can talk to them. But what can I get in deep with? Like, how do I get into a deep conversation for an hour and a half with someone that I don't not want to say relate to, but like,
That's passionate about something.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
obviously, I can just have my friends here and talk about shit. That's easy, which I'll probably just have to start doing. But I really wanted to start, obviously, with you because I knew if we did this, we would be able to sit here for an hour and a half and just like relate to shit, like how we've been doing this whole time, and like I guess not really like because we're not too far into YouTube, but explain how YouTube works for us to other people that
Yeah.
don't really get to see it, you know?
Yeah. Exactly. Like how we think of it, because like I is professional YouTubers like a thing? Like I don't know if that's a thing, but like we're very like we know a lot about it,
We're
like the
barely
website and the
amateurs. Yeah,
community.
yeah,
Yeah, we're barely amateurs. It just doesn't show because of our numbers and stuff, you know.
exactly.
But we know so much about it, and it's like we're a YouTube legend, just like without like the big like all the numbers and
Yeah,
fame and all that. But we know like the ins and out of it,
yeah,
and so I guess it's like a cool perspective of like talking about YouTube and like going in depth about it from like a small creator, because like, you can like talk to a big creator and they can either like hype it up or complain about it, but
yeah,
like talking to someone who's like smaller, who's more on like a common person level, to maybe who like to someone who wants to start YouTube or
hmm
wants to start making videos, maybe they can relate more to it and understand it more because we're closer to their level.
yeah. I really, yeah. I don't know. I mean, uh, I obviously, I've thought about doing this for a while, and I mean, uh, it'll take time to really think about what I want to do after uploading this. No matter what happens with me, I'll at least sit there and like think about one video for up to maybe a week or two, just about one video. So like with this
Mm-hmm.
podcast, I'm obviously gonna upload this, let it um let it saturate into the channel a little bit, let people know that this is what I want to do on not on the side, but obviously make this a category on my channel.
I was about to say that, like another category.
Uh, so just let people know that you're gonna do it, push it out there no matter what. What I used to be really scared about was, telling people that it sounds so weird saying, but like telling people that I uploaded a video. Like you
Like
never
on
want
like
to,
social media or
yeah,
like in person.
in social
Oh yeah,
media,
yeah.
especially on in person. It's like you don't want to be that dickhead that's like posting on Snapchat and shit. But I swear to God, what I found out recently is if you're not pushing your shit out there, it's not gonna get
Oh
out.
yeah,
Like
exactly.
no matter what it is, and even with this, I will send a video or a picture to my whole entire Snapchat list saying, "Hey, I uploaded a video. If you haven't checked my shit out, check it out."
Yeah,
And the
I
feedback
know
from
what
that's
you mean.
honestly been pretty great. Like I posted about this on my story. People are like, "Yeah, I
Hmm.
love podcasts. I'll listen to it." It's like you just gotta keep pushing your shit out there. Like it doesn't matter,
Exactly, bro.
and that's half the work.
It's like promoting yourself.
Yeah, and the more I've been doing it, I've realized it's half the work. Like
Yeah,
you won't think about it now, but when you're uploading a video, you upload it and then you want to make sure it's uploaded correctly. And then you have to take that extra 5 minutes out of your day to post a video or to post a picture on Snap, to go get the link, to go back on Snap, to post a link, to say swipe up, to send it to people, and to tweet it out, send it to all the people on Twitter that you're in group chats with. Like, to really show if you're motivated is you're really going to start, like, one way to tell that you're actually doing it right is if you are pushing it out there. If you want people to see it, then you have to tell people that it's there for them to see. Because that's how, like, you can tell. You did it with your music videos. Like, you wanted to start your videos, so you uploaded a music video, sent it to everybody on Snap, put it on your Instagram, and said, share this. Like, I don't care if you like it or not, but share it. Like, please. That's what I say. Like, I'll just say, yo, just retweet this. Like, I don't care if you don't even watch the video, but just tell other people. Like, you just got to push your shit out there.
Honestly. Exactly. Dude, yeah. Yeah, it's just, like, it comes down to it, just, like, you know, like, doing all you can to, you know, get the most recognition on your video. Like, yeah, it can be tedious, not only for you, but, like, to other people, too, if they're consistently seeing the post or getting the link. But, like, at the end of the day, bro, you gotta keep going at it. And, like, have you had it where, like, you haven't, like post much about it outside of YouTube, like, and just, like, see, like, how it grows, like, without any promotion?
Yeah.
Like, I remember I've done that before, where I'd be, like, too lazy to make the snap or whatever, and, like, the video would do, like, significantly worse.
Yeah, it really would.
Yeah, and so, like, things like that do go a long way.
And what I just started thinking about recently was, you know, because you've known me for a while, but when the first time I was in front, I kind of just, like, basically slid my way in. It was big, and it still is. It's bigger than us, but we were like, oh, shit, this is big, and I'm actually in it. But to think, like, if I wouldn't have posted those videos and said, guys, like, please go comment, like, hashtag front Devin, like, go retweet this, go like the video, like asking for support, which is kind of, like, sounding like I'm petty. But with YouTube, that's kind of the only way it's going to work if you're starting off.
Yeah.
So if
you also have to promote yourself too, you know?
have to. It's like making your own business. Like, you're obviously going to promote your own business. So you got to promote yourself. And if I wouldn't have done that with Front, looking back on how many people actually went for this organization, there's people that made RC videos that I never even heard of, that never even got looked at. And it's just, like, crazy to think, like, it comes back to luck. I somehow got lucky enough to where I got enough support from all my supporters and all my close friends to where they started to look at me, which is why I post and say, like, I'm really grateful for this org. But I really am, because there's this kid that I know that has been grinding for Front for 397 days. Hasn't got in yet.
Jesus Christ.
Does
he make good videos?
He streams and he uploads a little bit, but, like, he's been trying for a year and X amount of months, which is just lucky. It just shows how lucky people were. And back to how luck is a very big part of the whole YouTube thing and everything.
Yeah. It's kind of unfortunate too that it's like that. Like it takes luck for a video to blow up, or luck to get recognized by so and so. Like, you know, it is kind of unfortunate, but, like, I don't know another way on, like, it would go.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. You don't really know how else it would work.
And, like, YouTube doesn't have, like, any competitor at all, you know?
Yeah, really.
And, like, 'cause that's where it sucks. I feel like that's where, like, YouTube is, like, they can free to do whatever they want. They want to, like, stop, you know, paying other creators or whatever. They can do that, and they can't do that without it, you know?
Yeah.
But, like, I feel like if there's a competitor that's head and head with YouTube, then YouTube will start, like, oh, let's start monetizing these videos again, you know? Like, let's not be as strict, because they ended up, like, taking, like, other fuck, well, I don't even know what you would call them if YouTube had a competitor, like the brand and like,
Uh,
you know, like that anyway, people, creators would go there.
oh, 100%. Um, that's like how YouTube, or not YouTube, Twitch and Mixer, obviously.
Yeah.
That's a very big two two-sided streaming platform competition. And a lot of people say like, why are they switching? And to be honest, if there was something different than YouTube that I could be like, oh, let me be the first to hop on this and let me just start grinding here. Would I do it? Maybe, honestly. Because it just
I
depends.
think
Like,
I do both.
I would do both. That's what I was just gonna say. Like, you always gotta try. You always gotta once again start. If you're not gonna start and see how it goes, maybe I could have fucking 400 subscribers on YouTube and have 3,000 on whatever this new brand would be. Like it all depends.
Yeah, exactly.
Even then, if it was a new competitor for YouTube, no matter what set it is for this kind of like online content creation, and even in the music industry and film, people that make movies, people that make shit for YouTube, people that make music, it all comes down to luck. Like your own production basically comes down to luck. Like people could upload a shit ton of songs, and one song will make them blow up.
Yeah.
It comes down to luck.
Yeah, and that is true because people can make like songs for like 5-6 years, and then that one song 5-6 years later will blow up.
Mhm.
But and then there's people who can like drop their first ever song and then they'll blow up.
Yeah, it all depends, bro.
I feel like yeah, like YouTube is really hard to blow up in, but I feel like something even harder is just music in general.
Oh my god,
Like
music!
like rappers, bro. There's
So
so
hard.
many. Yeah, and like a lot of them sound so similar. And like if you, bro, like and if you blow up from like music, like that is really lucky
Oh
because
yeah,
there's so many people that make music or that want to.
100%. Like, and that's what is making a lot of people do it now. So, once again, like with how YouTube was with us, where there's new people that come in and change the game. Music was like that with like how it was with X was a big person that did that. Post Malone was like one of the more popular people to start pushing out this new type of music that everyone's hearing.
Yeah.
So like I don't know. Fuck. I kind of lost my thought. But like what I was going to say is like people wonder why now that they're not blowing up. And because they're making all this music, but it's like, well, yeah, you're making quote unquote new music, but you're not one of those people that brought this. Like Juice WRLD was fucking making this music whenever no one else was, and now everyone's making this music, and when it all comes down to it, it's all the same. It really basically is, and everyone's like not really popping off, and the reason that I really believe it is because even though they're making new music, it's not really original anymore. Like
and it's hard to like make something original or like do something that hasn't been done because a lot of things have been done. So it's like it makes it even harder. It makes that gap smaller to kind of be successful off of it.
That's what I was kind of getting at. Yeah, like those people made it so hard to do something original. Like, if you hear Juice's fucking voice, or again, like you don't even know where to categorize people like Post Malone and shit. Like, where do you put his music? Like, in one,
like pop or
rock, like you don't know where you could put it. Like,
exactly,
that's just original because it's him. Like, you have to find something that is yours and no one else can do. Because if someone else can do it, then there's competition.
Yeah, there's competition, and like like if your style becomes like less original, or like you stick to the same style without changing anything up, then like you're gonna get washed out. You know, people are gonna get bored of you.
Yeah.
That's a scary thing. It's the same thing with YouTube too. You know, like David Dobrik, his videos are like, you know, really unique, like scripted vlogs or like half scripted vlogs. Like no one's really done anything like that before. That's why he's successful the way he is. But like now he has like, I mean, he's still top of YouTube and he's still like, you know, at his peak or getting to his peak. But like now there's like other people like doing similar videos like his,
Exactly.
and
That's what
it's
I.
just like
Yeah.
it makes me wonder if like David Dobrik in like the next couple of years is gonna get like washed out by like all these other people, and his style is gonna be like less unique
Unique.
and like more boring, and then he's gonna end up like Roman Atwood.
Yeah.
Because
That's
like
how.
I guarantee when, as I say, I guarantee like Roman Atwood when he started, no one else was really daily vlogging, or at least like as extreme as he did, and then like other people started doing it, like family channels and stuff, and then so
Yeah.
like now he has some like competitors, and he got washed out.
Exactly. That's what I was saying earlier. Like, these trendsetters are eventually going to become less original because
Yeah.
these people are going to start a trend, and no matter what you say, but I've always believed that there's always somebody better than you at something. So if someone's better
Definitely.
than that trend, then you're going to get washed out, like you said. Like, that's why I was saying, like, David Dobrik. There's so many people that want to be like him that are not really doing it better, but making a lot of that specific content. And that's how
Yeah.
it is with music. Like, that whole one period of time where there was, like, a shit ton of auto-tune, everyone started doing that, so now nobody likes that shit.
Exactly.
So, I don't know.
Exactly. That goes with anything though. Like that goes with anything. It goes with clothing.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
you know,
It's,
remember when like joggers were like a huge thing, and now I don't see anybody with joggers, bro.
it's crazy, especially on the internet. Like, I don't even know what you could say.
Yeah.
Like, on the internet society, I don't know how to put it. Like, you just really have to be unique. And, like, not just the internet, but, like, not entrepreneurship either, but, like, your own thing. If you're doing your own thing, you have to be unique because it's yours. Like, you want to make it your
Exactly.
thing. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. I agree with that completely. Like, you want to be yours, but like one thing I think David Dobrik has, which like could be a reason why he's like really like he might be like a YouTube legend and stick around for a long time is something that you can't just do. He has history, you know,
Yeah.
like his videos, like you know, they become nostalgic over time, and so like you know, no one can recreate that, or like same with like PewDiePie, like you can watch, yeah, like you can watch a video back in the day, like that you saw when you were 9, and like it gives you like remember what's his name, Tobuscus?
Yes, bro. Yes.
Dude, like his videos are like a perfect example. Like he's fallen off completely,
Oh, well,
but like
he had those whole like he had that whole rape allegation
yeah,
thing. But yeah, I know
the
exactly
whole
where
like
you're gonna go. Like, people like him started that whole Minecraft thing, and then
yeah.
everyone else just took off with it. Like,
Yeah, and like his videos were like nostalgic too, looking back at him.
yeah, exactly.
Like all like his songs and stuff.
Oh, bro.
Like that's something you can't like, you know, recreate. Like yeah, you can steal people's ideas. You can like, you know, copy them like exactly how they do things, but you can't, you know, recreate the nostalgic feeling that like legends, quote unquote legends on YouTube have, you know?
Yeah, 100%. And that's why like they changed the game. Like, David changed the game at that time.
Definitely.
One of the like, I don't know how. David has a whole different category, but the whole feel of his videos is just like one big, I don't give a fuck. I'm living, so I'm going to live my best life kind of thing.
Yeah.
And one of those people that I like to watch who does that shit well as fuck is Danny Duncan. I don't know.
Oh, definitely.
Bro,
man.
he, like, if he wants to get his, for example, like, if he wants his friend to come down and hang out with him, he'll buy them a plane ticket and say, yeah, you're coming down with me. Like, They just give off like the biggest like, he wants to live life to the best, and that's how David did it too, and that's how he is. He's like, he doesn't upload. I mean, they're half scripted, but half the time when he uploads those videos, he's just living life to the best of his ability. Yeah.
Definitely. He's just having fun and like documenting it mainly. Yeah. Yo, Danny's a good example of that too, because he just doesn't care, and like he's just like doing what he likes and then profiting off of it and then expanding it.
Yeah, like he could go into a store and break something and say, "Yeah, here's the money. I'll pay for a new one." Like, he doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, like that's crazy, bro. People with that who can just like do that, like I don't know, that's crazy.
But that's like, he's another prime example of someone who deserves to be able to do that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's crazy, bro.
It's been YouTube is definitely changing.
Oh yeah, dude, YouTube's been changing. It's always changing, bro. It's always.
By what we've talked about, there's been a lot of changes we've talked about in this.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter. It can change tomorrow. Something can happen and change tomorrow. Like, I mean, there's obviously something that's going to come out of this quarantine that's going to trend here sooner or later.
Yeah.
Which, no one knows what it'll be, but sometime here sooner or later. I
definitely feel that too.
Yeah. Like,
I feel like, because it breaks people's like routines, like how we're talking about, and their schedules. So like, people are gonna have like people who like do daily vlogging and shit, or like just YouTubers in general are gonna have like time to think of new ideas and new concepts they can do.
Exactly.
And so like it's gonna be really interesting to see what happens like after quarantine and after all this is done with. Like, because I know everyone's gonna have the drive to just push it.
Oh yeah, bro.
Oh. Hey, I'm recording.
Oh. Right. Yeah, we can finish up here, but I feel like the whole main sum of the whole hour and whatever we just talked about is, the best way to put it is, if you want to do it, start it and make sure that you're doing what you want to do. No matter what you want to do, bro, make sure it's what you want to do, bro. Like, for that fucking front RC, I uploaded a video where I literally am opening hockey collectible cards because I wanted to.
Yeah.
Like, just make sure.
Exactly.
If you're starting something, start and just try and be as unique as you possibly can. Bro.
Definitely. And branch out if you feel like you want to, or like you want to try out new things, and definitely go for it. But like, one thing definitely not do is don't tell yourself, like, it's gonna sound cliche, but don't tell yourself you can't do things and already like, put yourself down when you haven't even like tried it.
Exactly. Yes.
Like yeah. So like definitely just like go for it and just like be prepared to fail, because 90% of the times, you're gonna fail. Most likely you're gonna fail, but then you just learn from it, and then build on it and improve it and get better.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, a year from now, whatever you're trying to do could take off, or it could be way bigger than you ever thought.
It could be even a day. It doesn't even matter. It could be a day. It could be, like you said, a year. It could be 2 years. But yeah, I mean, like, the worst thing is gonna happen is if you try something, the worst thing is gonna happen that it's not gonna work the first time. So then do it again. Then that's what I've done.
Exactly.
That's what you've done. And that's we grinded, and people don't really see it because of our numbers. But if you go back and watch our shit, it'll very well show, which is
you can see the improvement over the years. You can
definitely see the improvement and the grind of what we've done. So
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so like we just basically the whole topic right there was just, we related to ourselves, but no matter what you guys are trying to do, just go for it and be unique, be original. Who gives a fuck what people want you to upload? Upload what you want to upload. That's what I do, and I know that's what Mason does. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that little conversation and getting in deep to our personal online. Not our online,
personal online.
Yeah, like our online personality, I guess. because I know I don't sit down and just tell people on YouTube how I'm doing and what I'm feeling about
Yeah.
this and that, and I know you don't really get to do it either. So
Yeah.
obviously, guys, I'm gonna have Mason back on here sooner or later.
Oh, definitely.
We'll just keep talking. If you guys did like this, drop a like. The next podcast will be a little better. Hopefully, I'll have some actual video footage. Just depends. I don't know when it'll be. I just want to kind of let this sit here on the channel. Do you have anything you want to tell the people like you're about to look forward to for you? Because I don't really get to talk to you on my channel every day. So.
Oh yeah. I mean, right now in quarantine, I don't have much really looking forward to, but 1,000 subscriber special, definitely working on that. And I'm gonna talk to you more about that after, but
Yes.
definitely working on that. And music videos, the next one's gonna be way different from the rest of them. It's gonna have storytelling, plots, ideas. It's gonna have like set designs. It's gonna be way different than how I've done it like before.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, just if you're interested in any of that, check it out,
Yes.
peep in for a little bit, and I appreciate it.
Yes, bro. Obviously, Mason shit is always down in my description. It always has been. So go check him out, guys, please. I'll leave everything down there. His Instagram, his Twitter. Do you even use Twitter?
I don't use Twitter. You don't gotta worry about that.
Both of his YouTube channels, go check them out. They're both really dope. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed, I don't even care if you guys just sat here and let this play through so you could fall asleep to something. Thank you for listening to the first podcast. This will probably go on YouTube. Hopefully later on I can find a way to branch out to something else like iTunes or something.
Yeah.
Until then, guys, subscribe. We're about to hit 350 here. We're really close to it. Thank you guys for watching.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for listening. And Mason, thank you for sitting here and talking to me for almost 2 hours.
Of course, anytime.
So, yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.